Welcome to this Cribl University Criblet. Courses within the Criblet curriculum are meant to help you quickly learn, or most likely review, key features, steps, processes, and more. The focus of this particular module is on converting from a free license to an enterprise license. Let's jump on in and get right to it. It's worth spending a minute on a quick overview on the difference between a free license and an enterprise license. As you probably already know, when you download Cribl it will ship with a free license that allows for processing of up to 1 terabytes per day. It also allows you to have a maximum of 10 worker processes or 100 edge nodes and a single worker group. This setup is perfect for those that want to start using Stream before they decide to purchase. Something to note is that this license does require Stream to send anonymized telemetry metadata to Cribl. Once you use the product and love it, you'll most likely be ready for the enterprise license. This license provides unlimited worker processes, edge nodes, and worker groups. The pricing is based on the amount of data that is ingested daily. It also includes GitOps capabilities and enterprise-ready role-based access control, along with external authentication. You can add and manage licenses by going to Settings, then to Global Settings, and selecting Licensing. From this page, you can check your license type, restrictions, as well as your expiration date. This is also where you would conveniently paste in a new license key to officially convert from a free version to a paid enterprise version. Something important to note, the enterprise license must be renewed annually. Free licenses, however, which are already on board in the download package, need not be added or managed here and do not expire. Let's take a minute and show you what this looks like inside Stream. You can follow along as we click through on screen. From the home screen, navigate and click on the Settings tab. Next, find and click on Global Settings. From there, navigate to Licensing. To add a new license, move to the top right part of the screen and click on Add New. You'll see a window pop up where you can add your new license key. Once you've added your new key, click Save. Although this module only focuses on free and enterprise license types, at some point you may have come across a standard license or a sales trial license. A standard license is available for purchase, but when compared to an enterprise license, it offers a cost discount in exchange for some limitations. A sales trial license is used during a proof of concept or a pilot when requirements go beyond those afforded by the free license. I want to take a second and clarify how multiple license types can coexist on an instance. It is definitely possible. However, only a single type of license can be effective at any one time. When multiple types coexist, the following method of resolution is used. 1. If there are any unexpired enterprise or standard licenses, you will use only these licenses to compute the effective license. Otherwise, if there are any sales trial licenses, you will use only sales trial licenses to compute the effective license. Otherwise, if a free license exists, you'll use only the free license to compute the effective license. Finally, something to note, when an enterprise or standard license expires, Cribl will fall back to the sales trial or free type. However, an expired sales trial license cannot fall back to a free license. When it comes to comparing Cribl Cloud and on-prem, there are a few things to remember that will differ when dealing with licensing in these environments. As you may know, Cribl Cloud uses credits for your license. For example, if you are planning on ingesting 50 GB of data per day, you will need to buy enough credits that allow for that amount of data ingestion. If you ingest less, then you'll end up with extra credits. If you ingest more, you can either use your extra credits or purchase more. The same goes with search. For on-prem, however, you will need to renew your license annually, and if it expires, Cribl will block all incoming data. While it's pretty straightforward to switch from a free license version to an enterprise, a few gotchas may occur that are more so related to the fact that most customers using the free version of Stream will be running in a single instance deployment. In a single instance, the leader and the worker are on one machine. But typically, once a customer purchases an enterprise license, most will transition from a single deployment to a distributed deployment, where the leader and the worker are separate. When you move to a distributed model, there are a couple of things to be mindful about. First, you will no longer be able to send data to the leader. Most customers will make the current instance the leader and add a worker node. In this scenario, you will need to configure Stream to send data to the new worker node and not the leader node. It is also recommended to use a load balancer if you are using more than one worker. Something else to keep in mind, you will notice that you have group settings versus global settings. With global settings, you are configuring the leader node. With group settings, you are configuring the worker nodes. You always want to make sure to commit and deploy to send the configurations to the worker nodes. And finally, be sure you do your homework on sizing. It's common that folks don't send much data to Stream when using a free license. However, after upgrading to Enterprise, they add a worker node or two, open the floodgates, and then things start to go sour. So make sure you have scaled your environment based on ingestion and the design of your network. Here are a couple of items to remember. With an enterprise license, you will gain additional features such as role-based access control, external authentication, and the ability to connect to an external Git repository, just to name a few. To convert to an enterprise license, go to Settings, Global Settings, Licenses, and click on Add License. Yep, it's that easy. Also, remember to avoid a couple of gotchas. If you are planning on increasing your data ingestion, make sure you scale and size your Cribl Stream environment appropriately. And remember, it's recommended that you send data to workers through a load balancer. And lastly, we've included the always helpful Criblets Goat Aider, a downloadable and printable cheat sheet, if you will, available in the resource tab of this course. Well, that wraps this Cribl University Criblet for troubleshooting. Don't hesitate to reach out with any questions, and remember, check out the downloadable Criblets Goat Aider. Thanks, and have a great one.